Hey VC, what's up? It's me, yours truly. I am back to post a quick video here. Just gonna do a quick contest entry and kind of a celebration video for Chris over at Chris from Rekkid Talk, which is his username. And I say it that way because he spells record in his name Rekkid, Rekkid, which is just hilarious. But Chris from Rekkid Talk is doing his 1 year anniversary celebration slash contest, and I'm actually kind of new to his channel. I was watching some different videos and I stumbled across Kevin over at Me, Myself, and My Vinyl. He had done a response and I just kind of followed it back to Chris's channel and wanted to jump on board and jump on your 1 year celebration. So congratulations, man. His question, again, a nice kind of simple, straightforward question was, you can pick 3 anniversary dates that are of significance and show an album from those 3 years, plain and simple. So Chris, since I thought this was kind of your anniversary and we're celebrating this for you, I just went ahead and chose the 3 years that you chose for your video. So I'm going to do, I think it was 1970, 1988, and 2001 were the 3 years that Chris chose. So let me just kind of jump in and show what I picked from those years. So to celebrate your 1970, Chris, I decided to go with this album here, which is Soft Machine. This is their 3rd album, literally 3rd, and their 4th album was named 4th and 5th and 6th, and they just kind of kept it pretty simple, even though their music is definitely not simple whatsoever. I guess starting off, they were a little more kind of like a psych band kind of thing, but it seemed like they quickly morphed into kind of a free jazz kind of group. And I mean, you'll listen to the stuff like the 3rd album and it'll be just that, very free jazzy, but it's also like, oh, there's some psych elements sprinkled in there, there's some prog elements sprinkled in there. But for the most part, if you are a free jazz fan, you're going to enjoy kind of what they were, free jazz and experimental stuff. You'll definitely kind of enjoy what they did. Very, very different kind of band, and it really offers kind of a different listening experience. So I really, really loved them, and eventually I got all 7 of their first albums because they're just really, really all fantastic. So that's Soft Machine 3rd album from 1970. Next year was 1988, and so I decided to kind of hop genres just to keep it maybe a little more interesting here, and I went to the R&B side and pulled out Guy, self-titled album. Definitely one of my favorite bands from back in the late 80s. One of my favorite kind of R&B bands from that time period. And the thing that was kind of cool about Guy is that they were one of the bands that's really kind of known for spawning a branch of R&B that really kind of came about in the late 80s going into the early 90s. For the most part, it's kind of labeled New Jack Swing. And they were just a group that was very, very well known for that. I mean, the look that you see on the cover is definitely kind of almost like the uniform for a lot of New Jack Swing stuff. But yeah, typically the New Jack Swing was just kind of more of a very upbeat, up-tempo type of dance R&B. Like it almost seemed like it was really designed for clubs and stuff like that. It wasn't all about, like sexing you up and I want your body and all that kind of stuff. It was more like, get up and shake it, the party's here, blah blah blah. And that's kind of, that to me kind of defines the New Jack Swing sound more or less. And Guy was definitely one of the bands at the forefront of really making that sound pretty big. Fantastic group. And of course Teddy over here too. Maybe a lot of times people that do work behind closed doors, maybe you don't know him as well, but he got into, I believe it was like a lot of producing and stuff like that later on, going into the 90s and I think like the 2000s. And he's kind of a big name behind a lot of gigantic hip hop artists that just kind of knew he was the man and worked with him in so many different ways. So really, really awesome band here. If you've never heard them before, their most popular song is probably Teddy's Jam, even though it's definitely not my favorite. My favorite off of this album would be I Like. That's the name of the song, I Like. That's definitely my favorite song. But so many good things off of here with Piece of My Love, My Business, Round and Round. Just a lot of really cool stuff there. But yeah, Guy is freaking awesome. So that's 1988. And then next here, we're gonna go with something from 2001, which is Roykswap. I always have a hard time getting that out of my mouth. Um, Royskop Melody AM. Another really cool album from 2001. This was I think they're from like a Norwegian kind of electronic band kind of thing. And the only reason I even know about them whatsoever is because of that freaking Geico commercial with the caveman, and especially the one where he's on the little like the tram thing in the airport, and that the song playing in the background was a song called "You Remind Me," which is off of this particular album. I just remember every time I saw that commercial, I just always thought like, God, that freaking song is so cool, because there's no dialogue in the commercial until like the very end. There's a couple of seconds, but otherwise all you hear is the song. And I just thought it was the coolest thing in the world. So eventually I stumbled across the LP and was able to pick it up. But it's kind of, again, like a nice, cool electronic type of thing, definitely a little bit different. But of course, if you haven't heard them before, I'm going to automatically direct you to the song "You Remind Me," because that's definitely my favorite off of this. So there you go, Chris, man. Again, congratulations on the 1 year anniversary. Glad I got a chance to jump on board. And as always, VC, let me know what you think. And we will talk to you soon. All right, take care, guys.